let's get back into it. This is part 2 because this topic I had to touch on, you guys. You already know who it is. It's Mikey T, the movie star. Today I had to talk about Hassan Campbell actually accusing Maino of not helping Sheff G and his associates like Sleepy Hollow, helping them avoid the indictment, helping them basically avoid it by warning them beforehand. Hassan Campbell is making some crazy accusations that Maino actually had some information that this was actually going to happen. This is truly absurd. Hassan Campbell actually said, my whole thing is, all right, Maino, so now you sat down with the mayor. He left drill rapper alone. Why didn't you go tell them drill rappers, now the feds is coming to get y'all? Because you sat down with the mayor, now you gangsters is sitting down with mayors. Now you rappers is sitting down with politicians. Something just ain't right. Y'all don't get it. No, Hassan, it's you who doesn't get it. And it's you who's actually jealous of the fact that these rappers are now able to go sit down with politicians. It is you who, in fact, wishes that you could be a rapper, Hassan. You wish you could be the one in a position like Maino to actually go sit down with these politicians and get things off your chest and try to change what is going on in the community. But your word is not what they're looking for. Your drive is not what they are about. They don't want nothing to do with you, Hassan. You don't have the reach that they're looking for. And I also want to talk about the meeting. First of all, the meeting was to prevent banning drill rap. So you're mad because the mayor doesn't think you're important enough. And you know what, man? You can't affect the community enough, so he doesn't want to have a meeting with you. So you're mad and you're jealous, Hassan. I'm calling you out on that. He doesn't want to hear your ideas, but someone like Maino can prevent many bad things from happening. You can't, Hassan. You can't prevent those things from happening. You, Hassan, you are not GKB, my friend. So Hassan Campbell is pretty much saying that because of the fact that Maino sat down with the mayor, because he's meeting the mayor, it means he's an informant. You know, the stuff that you're insinuating, Hassan, is just weird. Something. No. Something just ain't right. No, everything is right, Hassan. It's all good, my G. So what are you pulling all these conspiracy theories out for? Saying stuff like, what is Fat Joe doing with Kamala Harris? Hassan Campbell said, what is Fat Joe doing with Kamala Harris? Y'all still don't get it. What does Fat Joe have in common with Kamala Harris? So now all of a sudden, nothing is changing in the hood. But these politicians, aka Secret Service, Vice President, a dude that calls himself Don Cartagena, that comes from the Bronx, that sold drugs, that's now a rapper, is sitting down with Secret Service. This is Hassan Campbell calling out Fat Joe. Sitting down with Secret Service and a vice president. Again, things Hassan Campbell wishes that he could do. And Maino is sitting down with the mayor of New York, the same one who busted Sheff G. I know, Hassan, you're reaching again. Yes, Hassan, you are reaching again. You are, because you have publicly apologized to Fat Joe. You have publicly apologized to Maino. And now you're going back on your word once again when you see these guys who came up, you know what I mean, who came up from music. Maino, someone who came up out of jail and changed his life, actually having the opportunity to meet with the vice president, having the opportunity to meet with the mayor, and you're trying to tear them down. You, Hassan, are ultimately jealous. You are ultimately reaching with this. But I see what it is, though. I see what it is. You're mad and you're jealous because Fat Joe went to have a meeting or a dinner, whatever it was, with Kamala Harris. And again, you feel that That should have been you. And what are they talking to Fat Joe and Maino for? Hassan, you are a nobody in real life. In real life, Kamala Harris would say, why would I have dinner with him? Joe Biden would laugh at you, Hassan Campbell. The point that you're trying to make about the Secret Service. So what are you saying? Jay-Z is an informant too? Nas? Anyone that goes to the White House has to go through Secret Service. It's protocol, Hassan. It's procedure, dummy. What are you saying? You wouldn't have went? Are you saying that you wouldn't have went because you would have had to check in with Secret Service? That's the president's security detail. Your logic is like, man, saying hello to a CO makes you an informant, right? That is your logic, Hassan. I don't even know what you're trying to say, man. Fat Joe isn't gangsta because he's having dinner with Kamala Harris. You know what they're probably doing? They're probably talking about what they could do to help Trinity Ave. How about that, Hassan? Not like you, Hassan. Joe's there talking about Trinity Ave. You got as far as you could away from Bronx River. You moved out of Bronx River as soon as you could. You'll never know what they were talking about, though, Hassan. Hassan says things like, I was antagonizing Jim Jones when I posted this video. The video where he was, going in on Jim Jones for wanting to upgrade his backyard. He said, I was antagonizing Jim Jones when I posted this video. For those of you that missed this, you can take someone out the hood, but you can't take the hood out of him. Look at this bum, Hassan said. Look at that mentality. And he is 50. He's 50. Man, listen, Hassan. The man wants to put a miniature golf course in his backyard and an air-conditioned doghouse. You know what I mean? And some cool other things in his backyard. Get over yourself, Hassan. Get over yourself, man. You're not the only one that has stuff in their backyard, Hassan. You're not the originator. You're not the only one, You're not going to be the last person, and you're not the first. You're not some kind of an innovator, Hassan. And please do me a favor, Hassan. Pick up your garden hose. Clean up after your guests. Your shit is messy. And do me a favor, clean up the Lay's chips that none of your guests clean up, man. And take that shirt off before I take you off of Iceberg's mailing list. Because I noticed you said their name once. Yeah. I noticed you said their name once, like they actually mess with you or something. What did you pick that Iceberg shirt up like last week? And for the record, that's James London Iceberg. That's not John Charles de la Castarac Iceberg. So yeah, take that shit off because they don't mess with you. They don't even mess with Jay-Z. But you want to know who they do mess with? Jimmy. They mess with Jim Jones. That's right. And that's why you're mad. When I put the pieces together, it all actually starts to make sense. You're hating hard and you just figured out how to actually get fresh yesterday. Hassan said, I feel like the interview Queens... Oh, God. Now he's going in on the interview that Queens Flip did with Maino. Like you could ever in your life get an interview with Maino. Jeez. Maino and Jim Jones went on Doggy Diamond's channel just to show you that there are other better interviews out there. So Hassan said, I feel like the interview Queens Flip had with Maino, he didn't ask the questions that I want to ask. I don't care about boxing bar. What I want you to talk about, Maino, I want you to make these young boys understand how it feels to lose your mother. You know what, man? Maino has her on his jewelry that he wears every single day, Hassan. And what would he want to talk about that for? That's actually very depressing to talk about. And you want to know something else? You might get smacked for even mentioning that. To be real with you. Mention someone's mom. You probably will get smacked. You probably will get smacked for that. Especially if their mom has passed away. What even gives you the right to give someone that type of advice? The shit you say is out of pocket. When I heard that, I was infuriated. You are ridiculous. You don't know how to conduct an interview. You shouldn't be talking to the hip-hop artist of our generation, of any generation. The shit you want to ask is absurd. What even gives you the right? You just try to say the most outlandish and outrageous shit. And you know what? The lobby boys are not responding to you. Not even on the Queen's Flip joint. And that pissed you off because they didn't even say your name, Hassan. You weren't even mentioned in the Queen's Flip interview at all. I think he made it his business to actually say, edit that out. Because your name and certain people's names, they don't go together. Your name, Hassan, it goes with Troy Ave's name. Your name, Hassan, it goes with the Whack 100s and the 6ix9s. Hassan, you're in the Troy McElroy section. And I had to get that out today, you guys, because it really infuriated me that Hassan Campbell would insinuate that Maino could have done something to prevent the indictment of Sheff G. It really infuriated me that this man took to the internet and had something to say about Fat Joe meeting with somebody as high up as the vice president. And it also was very comical to me that Hassan Campbell was jealous of Hassan was jealous of Jim Jones getting his dog an air conditioner in his doghouse. You already know what it is, man. It's Mikey T, the movie star. Everybody watching this, hit the link in the description. Follow me on Instagram. I will follow you back. And also follow me and subscribe on the YouTube, man. I'm out of here. Peace.